Welcome to Learning with Lulu. This video is just a quick summary of Chapter 2 of Pride and Prejudice. So in Chapter 2, Mr. Bennet, he has visited Mr. Bingley now, but he kept it a secret from his wife and daughters and dropped the information a little bit teasingly. So Lizzie was working on trimming a hat, and he said that he hoped Mr. Bennet would like it. And then Mrs. Bennet is saying, oh, well, how will we know what he likes? You won't even visit him. He can't be our acquaintance. And they have a little squabble about Mrs. Long, and Mrs. Bennet is like, I don't really even like her, and she's not going to introduce us to Mr. Bingley because she has two nieces, implying, you know, she'd be selfish and want to keep Mr. Bingley just for the possibility of courting one of her two nieces. And Mrs. Bennet eventually says something about how, like, she's tired of talking about Mr. Bingley, she doesn't like him, and she wants to be done hearing about him. And then that's when Mr. Bennet reveals that he actually already visited him, and says, oh, like, that's too bad. I wish you would have told me sooner before I called on him this morning. And then Mrs. Bennet and the girls are super happy about it, very excited. And Mrs. Bennet, in her own fashion, she says, oh, I knew all the while that we would convince you, and I knew you had done it. And then Mr. Bennet, kind of having had his fun, he leaves the room, and the chapter ends with Mrs. Bennet and her girls talking about a ball that's coming up, and Mrs. Bennet, so many B names, Mrs. Bennet tells Lydia that she thinks, even though she's the youngest, that he'll dance with her at the ball. And Lydia, she says, like, oh yeah, I think he will too. Even though I am the youngest, I am the tallest. As if that has anything to do with it. So that is Chapter 2 of Pride and Prejudice. Please make sure to subscribe to this channel if you find these videos helpful, and make sure to like, share, all of the usual stuff. So thanks for watching, and bye.